And hello and welcome to Alex Connect's Sandbox MTG Study session 97. My name is Alex and today we continue to play Study Magic the Gathering through Magic Arena because there's no games to study Magic besides Magic Arena that are current and free to play. So, yes. So, I guess let's just do that. Today's theme is, for the most part, is going to be the History Seekers. At least we will try to work with History Seekers for the most part. And the second part of the session, if we will manage to play like the certain amount of matches throughout the session with History Seekers, we're going to switch to basically a random deck, whatever is going to fit for certain conditions. So we have one quest where we have to play cast either 20 blue or green spells, which is pretty cool. We have in History Seekers one of that color. So History Seekers is a 3-color deck. It's this deck based on First Strike as in general, and Hexproof. So Hexproof and First Strike are the strongest suits of this deck. At least this is the way that I'm building it, built it, and hopefully it will work eventually. So a couple of key cards in here. So this is definitely a key card. What else? This is definitely a key card, which makes all creatures with First Strike double strike. It's a pretty hard deck to win with, but it's definitely fun to play. So, and again, it's all about playing for fun, not playing for the win. Although, again, as we know, winning is important too, but for me, the most important thing is to win with the decks that I want to build, not with the decks that metagame forces me to build. So, this is kind of... I try to find a thing in between. So, yep, I guess let's just start, and without further ado, MBDBD. So, choosing our 3-color History Seekers, and go! And of course, the reason why it's called History Seekers, because there's a lot of historic things in here. I mean, like, almost all creatures are legendary creatures. Go! Okay, so first thing that I need to do is to prepare my sheet for taking notes, how many matches we're going to win and whatever. So we'll just do exactly that. We need to play in an hour at least 7 matches. Hopefully we'll manage to do that. Okay, so this is a 3-color deck. It's definitely not enough to have only 2. But the good thing is that we'll be able to play Immortal, and it's kind of more than enough for us. Although we're not going to be able to put a lot of hours on him, so we're going to lose them. I don't know, this is a pretty risky hand. We definitely need to think, should we place it, like, keep it or not? Although we're not going to be able to... Okay, sound works. Yeah, I'll just keep it. It's pretty risky because again, I didn't play with this deck that much, so I guess I will kind of figure out how it works throughout the session. Okay. So, couple of quick things. Ooh, we got a 3rd land that we need. Paritasekate. Cool. So we play as History Seekers. Oh, come on! Why opponent managed to put that many creatures in play? When opponent managed to put that many creatures in play? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Again, we're going to play at least 7 matches. From 6 to 7, maybe to 8. We'll see. But if things are going to continue that way, we're not going to play that many. Because, I mean, we're kind of losing. First strike into the night. Yeah, we're kind of losing. Without a doubt. Almost all creatures are kinda unblockable or flying, so yeah, we're going to die quick. Next turn we'll be able to play Sabot. I wish we had the opportunity to play both. I don't know. Kill opponent with one big thing, but apparently we're not going to be able to do that, so. Yeah, we just didn't have enough time to survive. That's kind of it, so. It's still not the end though, but pretty close to it, so. So now it might force opponent into blocking. Maybe opponent is not going to attack that much. Oh yeah, it's pretty close. One life. Okay then. Couldn't tap that one. Probably should play second swamp or plains instead. Okay, last try. Again, it's just not enough. And no matter what we're going to do, it's just not enough. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, I would say that was a good game. Again, opponent was just, like, had just super fast deck. We would manage to go with this super quick deck. Unblockable flying creatures. And it wasn't necessarily control. It was just an. That was a shame. Flying and unblockable. We lost that, so it's fine. Again, usually first couple of matches is a definite warm-up. We need to warm up a little bit before we're going to feel ourselves confident enough to win. Oh yeah, with mulligans with this deck is definitely a hard thing to work with, because this is an 80 cards deck, not a 60 card, if I remember properly, and because of this, mulligans definitely will be will create a lot of problems. No, this is the worst. Okay. Okay, we're definitely going to cycle Cast Out. Start attacking right now. No point of waiting. We're not going to get it. Creature any. Ugh, sorry about that. Ugh. Okay. Yeah, I don't believe that I will be able to use Gust Out at some point. Definitely need cycle. Definitely need to cycle. Come on. This is weird. Getting Ixalan's binding. This, like, hopefully the game doesn't lag. It isn't supposed to. Usually without anti-aliasing, without motion blur, and with everything in high, it kind of works perfectly. Ugh. I'm a bit struggling right now with Magic, like, if I'm being honest. I mean, current economy brings me down a lot. I mean, I have no freaking motivation to play a game, besides streams, and I don't know. Although I promised myself that I'm not going to play the game, okay, but it definitely has multiple copies of it. We have to excellence bind it. Without a doubt. So yeah, I don't think that a lot of things will change with an update. Even with when Kaladesh is going to be added, maybe it will bring some changes, but I guess until game will fully kinda. Why I'm not able to play? Oh. And again, I'm losing because I'm just didn't manage to put enough in play, and yeah, that's kind of it. Today's session is going to be the weirdest one. I don't know if we're going to play today 2 hour or just an hour, because again, I'm pretty burned out when it comes down to Magic nowadays. I'm still going to play it. I even wasn't able to stream on last weekend's Magic in Russian because I just didn't want it. I just didn't want to play Magic like at all. I still played a couple of matches, but I didn't have that many fun, unfortunately, because again, for some reason, I'm just not feeling it. I'm just kind of burned out of the current situations. We're not necessarily seeing that many different matches. Almost everyone plays kind of similar cards and things. I don't know, things became pretty repetitive at this point. I'm not building any new decks, although I have a lot of decks to test still. I don't know, because I built them so long ago, it seems like testing them kind of seems unsuccessful, because I don't know. I just don't know. Like, truly, I'm feeling pretty weird about like current situation in Magic. Because of this, I'm going to play it less. One of the reasons why I decided to play it less is the actual practical reason, because I need to spend right now more time on creative than playing, and because of this, all my thoughts and basically time I'm focusing on creative. But beside creative, okay, this is an interesting hand. Usually we're not taking the hand with this awfulness, but come on, I have 2 Regan runners that we could basically utilize, and at some point we'll be able to play Hazoret. I'll just give it. So we got killed by dinosaurs previously. Another loss. Dinos. And again, I still love Magic, but for me nowadays it's pretty hard to have fun and play it while playing it. I'm still trying to do my best though, but again, it all comes down to your mind. Like, whatever you set your mind to, the same thing you will kind of end up feeling. And because of the like bad economy at this point, I'm not setting my mind in playing Magic on the positive things, unfortunately. I'm kind of feeling a little bit weird. And because of this, as a result, I'm not having that much fun. I can't ignore the bad economy at this point. At the beginning, I tried to do that, but the more I played, after like intensive play, it started to become evident the negative sides of this economy, and I basically started to lose motivation, because again, if this wasn't a closed beta, if it was actually open beta and every card that I'm going to gather for the collection would be present eventually, then I would keep this motivation. But since I'm not playing for competing, I have no intentions to go high in rank. I have no intentions beside anything else. So things started to become pretty repetitive for me at this point. Okay, this is interesting. Okay, so I probably should wait and put this one on something else that doesn't have lightning strike, first strike, but I kind of thought putting this one on flyer could be a good idea. So yeah, I guess one of the reasons why I'm going to play Magic now less, and I'm probably not going to have that much fun, because for me, one of the reasons to play, there's two reasons to play. First is to extend my collection. This is one of the biggest motivations usually. Oh, we're not able to block it, unfortunately. First is to extend my collection, and the second is to build my own unique decks and win with them, or basically not necessarily win, but have fun playing with them. But nowadays it's kind of become, all these motivational elements kind of vanished somewhere, because I built more than enough decks already that I have to test. So that's it. Expanding collection became super hard and hardly realizable for multiple reasons, for the most part because of the bad economy. And since there's no motivation to extend the collection overall, because this is a closed beta and everything is going to be wiped, my two biggest reasons are kind of faded away. Oh, goodbye. So again, I built too many decks, so I can't build any more decks because it's going to be too much. I also don't want to delete the decks that I have. I could rebuild them and make them better, but for that I guess we need to wait for a new set. What else? What else could be the factor? Snap. This bird kind of works perfect with the synergy of this deck. I mean, it works with historic cards. Oh, opponent gave us a win. I guess we would win either way. Okay, this is the first win with this deck. Good. Okay, so we won with against who? Pirates. Or there was just an aggro or something. I don't know. Something aggro. Mono red. Skibidi boom boom. Oh, we still casted only one. Okay, this is going to be a long one. Continuing. So our fourth match. So yeah, again, I can't create any more decks because there's too much of them, which is one of the biggest reasons why I love Magic. To create an interesting constructed decks that will be unique and interesting to play, and one of the reasons why it's not that possible as I would want it, because you still need to consider the win-loss rate when you're building the deck. So your deck has to have win conditions, of course, and although I'm building the decks with win conditions, these win conditions are not fast enough to compete with current decks, which is kind of like sometimes gets me a little bit down. So you're trying, you're building the deck, you're putting your thoughts into it, energy and time, and then you're losing constantly because your deck is not enough for to fight against current meta game. So, and I get it. But again, maybe I just have a certain restrictions, not restrictions, but certain kind of reasons why I'm playing Magic, and sometimes I'm not meeting these reasons, or these reasons are not being met by the sessions that we are playing. Okay, this is pretty bad. We're definitely going to lose now. We need either fourth land, which is good. Okay, this is a good thing. I don't know what to cast at this point. I guess we should steal this guy, because I believe opponent definitely will like has multiple copies of it. Probably should steal this one, but I don't know. I just kind of protect myself now, not later. Okay, this is bad. This is pretty bad. Scooby-Dee-ba-bum. So yeah, continuing my blah blah blahs to talk about this. Again, I want to have fun in Magic, but again, for me, I have certain kind of conditions that needs to be met in order for me to have fun in Magic, and when these conditions are not met, I'm not having fun playing it, although I love it. And this is kind of makes me super disappointed sometimes in the game itself. It's definitely not going to result in stopping me. Like, I'm not going to stop playing, but still, it kind of like gets discouraging. What the? Okay. I'm losing regardless. We can block with this one unless we have creatures. This one will die pretty quickly. Okay, let's just put this one on play. Yeah, the opponent is going to kill me with the quantity. Skibbity boom. Of course, I will try to have fun within these restrictions. But again, for me, to repeat myself again, the most important thing is being able to build free decks and still win with them a certain amount of matches. Not every match, of course, and not like... You gotta be kidding me with this. Wait a minute, what this thing does, exile target, we should then, if there are 3 or more cards, you gotta be kidding me with this card. Okay, at least this is going to force opponent into utilizing the mana for this thing. 3 or more cards exiled, transform it. It's not cheap. Pretty sick. I mean, it's a pretty interesting deck that we're playing against. Seems like a combo deck. Okay, we destroy it pretty quickly. Let's call it combo vampires. Okay, so far we won only one match, which is completely understandable with this deck. So again, most of the matches that I'm playing with my actual decks that I want to play with. So since I switched to my own decks that I wanted to build, such as History Seekers, the Proof Seekers, the Victory Seekers, and etc., we're not winning that many matches, unfortunately. This is where it got to the down spiral, basically. When before that I had a little bit more fun because I won more, although I didn't have as much fun as I would wanted because I played with, I don't know, with pretty close to metagame decks. And most of the decks that I have are pretty close to a metagame. I tried to rebuild them and make them a little bit more unique, but since then they basically losing constantly. So again, my main thing is to build a different decks, but not so different that they're going to lose, and so far I'm not successful in it. I'm building the decks and I'm constantly losing with them. So you have certain idea for the deck, you will spend time doing it, like building it, but then you're just going to lose almost every game, and it's just becomes super annoying. This is kind of the first problem, and the second problem, since I have too many decks now, I can't build decks, and this is one of the things that kind of makes me unmotivated to play Magic. As long as I have all these decks that I have, I will play them. Like, okay, this is a pretty cool bird that we could utilize right now. No, let's just put this one first. 2 copies. Beep. And again, it would be much easier if it wasn't a closed beta, because one of the reasons why this is so important and why I'm getting demotivated to play the game, or unmotivated, how to properly say it, is because it's a closed beta stage. So everything that we're going to go through is going to be wiped out. And although trying to motivate yourself into playing and building the decks in order to then, when open beta is going to release, you will be able to rebuild them, which is a good idea. And this is one of the things that I'm trying to motivate myself with. Whenever another zombie enters the battlefield. Killing zombies is pretty weird because opponent could bring them back. It's pretty easy. This is not something. And I'm 100% sure that this deck consists of... Yeah, let's just skip that one. So again, it would be much easier if it wasn't a closed beta. With open beta, everything wouldn't be that bad. Even with current economy, I would still able to collect cards and increase my collection and make things better. But because this is a closed beta and everything is going to be wiped out, motivation, sometimes it's hard to find, or maintain, should I say. You usually will find motivation, but it's hard to maintain it. Maintain the excitement about the game, and maintain the excitement about opening cards and basically getting something that you don't own and adding it into your deck. It just becomes mega super repetitive, and oh, we're actually going to cast out this thing like 100%. Although it's pretty risky though. I mean, wouldn't be better to cast out this thing? Yeah, let's just... We could get rid of this flyer. It's not that big of a deal. At some point, the opponent will figure out that it's better to stay in defense than attack, and then the binding mommy will die. Scooby-Dooby-Doo. Doop-dee-doo-doo. So yeah, and because of this current situation, because it's pretty hard to maintain the motivation to play, and again, I played Magic since closed beta stage, probably... I started to play in February, at the beginning of the February, or in the end of January, and so it's like almost four months we're playing already Magic, and Like, it took me 4 months to kind of get burned out a little bit. Okay, this one, the first strike could be a good idea. Wait it until the end of the turn. Stay in block. Okay, this one just for 5. Wasn't kicked, but with menace. I don't know what this deck is. Basically, some type of a zombie deck. Zombie. I don't remember when the last time I played with the zombie deck. Not that. Okay, we're definitely going to kill that guy. Opponent definitely did this to bring it back later, so it's not that big of a problem for the opponent, I guess. Yeah, we're still in trouble. 8 lives only. I believe we're going to lose. So yeah, so these are my thoughts, because instead of just being silent, I'd rather talk about something, and since there's nothing to talk about, I guess we could talk about this, about current feeling that I'm feeling towards Magic. And again, I still love this game. I still have a lot of motivation to play it, like, overall, so I'm going to continue to play it regardless of things, no matter how things are going to progress, but sometimes it's just going to be harder to so yeah, making this one bigger. Okay, switching this, putting it here, attacking with 3/3, after it putting Brigand Runner in play with additional counter. Okay, so far so good. So yeah, this is kind of the thing. Maybe after 100 episode things will change a bit. I will try to make changes that will bring back the fun in playing. But so far, like up until 100th episode, we're just going to play remaining deck that we're going to play. We're like, this session we playing History Seekers. The next session is going to be I don't remember. Let's just look at this. At the schedule. So yeah, the next session is going to be the Color Seekers, and then the last is going to be the Proof Seekers. And 100th episode is going to be kind of a mixed. We're going to build our own deck live. Usually I'm not building decks live during the stream. This is where we're going to do that. So we're going to, for the most part, like build 100th deck and test it. At least this is going to be definitely a fun thing to do. So maybe this will bring a little bit more fun. And then I will just probably, starting from 101 episode, maybe I will figure out something to bring back fun into the game. I don't know, personally for me, because I definitely need to do that. I'm not feeling it, like, currently. Oh, this is bad. Kind of losing if we're not blocking. Why this thing? Oh. Yeah, we're kind of having a little bit of a problem. So we definitely need to keep someone to block 3/3. and we need to keep someone to block 2/5, at least one of, no, both 2/5. So yeah, I guess we're not going to attack. Kind of have to stay in block. So yeah, again, the last 2 sessions before 100th episode left are the Color Seekers and the Proof Seekers, which are, again, pretty hard to play with. I definitely will have fun playing with Color Seekers, because this is an artifact deck, which is pretty interesting to play, usually. This is something that I'm definitely excited about. Proof Seekers is pretty weird deck. History Seekers, pretty cool deck, but again, it's pretty hard to have fun playing it. Oh snap, we lost. This is bad. Yeah, I wish we had something with lightning strike. Yeah, that was pretty not cool. Okay, so far we won only one freaking game, and the things that this deck is supposed to do wasn't necessarily utilized. A couple of things with historic. Let's just see. No, there's actually a 60 color deck, or 60 cards deck, not 80. Usually 3 color decks are much bigger. Okay, I still then don't understand why we're losing. So this is not a regular 3 color deck. When I'm usually building 3 color decks, I'm extending them to 80 cards, but this is a regular 60 card deck, and we're still losing. We're not getting early plays. This is the problem. I guess we need to reconsider taking certain mulligans. It definitely needs to certain hands. Basically mulligan more until we'll get something that could play. Scoop deep doop deep doo boom. So yeah, and because of this, I don't know if I'm going to play like full 2 hours. Usually, at least we're going to play 2 hours. If something interesting will happen, we might extend session up to 3 hours. But since right now I'm kind of want to focus more on creative parts more than anything, and for me this is a priority, I can't deal with these frustrations that Magic provides, because I'm putting too much pressure on myself creative-wise, and then when I'm adding this game pressure or whatever, it's just unnecessary. It just basically stresses me out a little bit, and this is not something that helped me to create good work. So because of this, I guess I will prioritize more something that's more important than something that just brings me fun and I'm using as a hobby, because Magic for me it's just a hobby that in the future I wanna use this to create my own tabletop games, but up until then this is going to be a, I don't know, kind of a thing that will help me to study and keep my mind closer to these games in order to analyze them and understand them on a constant basis. Because again, if you're going to take a big leap of absence out of something, if you're going to stop doing something, you're going to forget things. And continuing to play Magic up to the point that I'm going to create my own things, this is a good thing for me, first to kind of have fun, basically relax, one thing, and the second thing, of course, is to, one of the things, of course there's much more than 2, even more than 3, is to learn and sort of say keep my leg on a pedal, I don't know, without releasing it, so that way I will constantly move somewhere when it comes down to Magic. I will progress, I will become better, I will like learn more, and I will be aware of meta game, so even without... seriously? This is stupendous. I guess we're going to exile Flyer. Again, we're playing against two fast decks. Too much... I don't know how to properly say it today. Yeah, against super fast decks that we're not able to fight against. This deck is not good against fast decks. And 4 lands, we almost died, and we have nothing. Just kind of a bad thing. Okay, let's make opponent nervous. Yeah, we're going to steal 2-1. This is a flyer. We might not able to block flyer. Although ideally we kind of would steal the Martyr of Dusk, because that way it's not going to be able to produce additional token. But still, this is better. It's flying. And although I have a couple of flyers in here, but... okay. Is it matter? No, it isn't. Okay. It's a friggin' knuckle to lose constantly. We lost to a vampires. This is our 6th match and we lost again. Oh, History Seekers. Why are you so bad? Please tell me. And again, we don't have the chance. We will produce only 1 warrior, not 2. Opponent has 3 cards. We can go into... let's just do that on opponent's turn. Kinda to scare opponent. Skibbity bopper. Opponent will do something. No. And again, one of the things that kind of frustrates me a little bit at this point, because since this is a closed beta, I can't implement the ideas that I want to implement into my streams, and because I have no audience, it's like once I get like a little bit more audience, then I have a plans to implement a lot of cool things, but I can't do that yet. And it's at the same time, there's no point to do that because this is a closed beta stage. Everything is going to be kind of erased, and decks are going to be rebuilt and whatever. So, and because of this, I kind of have to wait and just stream Magic for now, kind of a little bit over randomly, instead of adding something interesting and unique that I usually want to add into everything that I'm like working with. Continuing. Again, it's all about the hand, and it's all about... usually the hand kills us. This is something that not allowing us to win much. Kind of annoying, but still. Okay, this is actually pretty good. We're at least going to get a 4 lens. There's not much green in here. This is probably one of the reasons why this deck is built with 60 cards instead of 80, although having 3 colors. I guess this is a way for me to... okay, this is not a smart choice to do. Right now we need to place this one. Next turn we will place Valduk. Turn after we will place this with this. Thank you, opponent. This is actually something that will help us a lot, like truly. Because usually we're having troubles with creatures. Okay, let's hope that Valduk is not going to be... oh, damn it. I think I know what opponent has there. Oh, okay. We get a somewhat free win. I don't even know against what we played, so let's just... consider it as a free win. Oh, we won our second match in 46 minutes. Fun, isn't it? Okay, continuing. I'm trying to have to find fun elements even when things aren't super miserable. But sometimes it's super hard to put a smile on your face when there's nothing to smile about. But still, I'll try. I would try. Okay. Okay, so at least we have 3 needed lands. We have Excellence Binding, we could utilize, and we have this thing, which kinda cool. When I want more creatures you control attack, add that much mana in any combination of one or the other color. Until end of the turn, you don't lose this mana as steps and phases end, which is actually pretty cool. Which clarifies when mana empties out, and like when we're adding the mana into the mana pool, it's going to vanish with phases and steps. And of course within a turn too. Just clear. Let's put planes. Okay, we're playing against potential pirates. Pirates. And also, in order to utilize what I wanted to utilize in terms of the ideas, oh come on, that I want to implement in my streams, I need to understand what decks are going to be permanent and what decks we're going to basically... Okay, skipping. We're going to delete at some point, or delete. No, okay, so we kind of have to do this. Don't have that many creatures, but still. We're going to have 2 creatures next, if opponent is not going to kill our guard. And at least 2 creatures that we own going to get. Okay, it's better to put a creature instead of Planeswalker. At this point, creature is better. Hopefully it's not going to be destroyed any soon. Oh, they can attack both. Pretty cool. Oh no. Oh snap. Completely forgot about this one. What the heck was that? 9999999. I truly don't know what it means. Okay, I guess we can add 2 mana. This is pretty interesting. This is the first time that I'm experiencing this. Yeah. Okay. 2 mana that we can't use. Goodbye our 4/4, unfortunately. I completely forgot about this thing in the Pirates, which one of the things that we need to consider on a constant basis. Whatever. Only 1 creature is going to get +1/+1 counter, and it becomes indestructible. Okay, we still have a Planeswalker to distract opponent from attacking us, I guess. Could use that. Skibbity papoom, you gotta be kidding me, you again cast it out. What? Ugh. Oh, it would be awesome to put a helmet of the host and on this one and recreate a lot of those, but Vigilance and Trample until end of the turn? Yep. Which is kind of a good thing, though. So let's think. Putting Herm play could be a good idea, but not now. No, let's just focus on this. We need to protect ourselves, so... Goodish. At least we will be able to block Scoundrel. Or not, because opponent has this freaking pirate. I guess we're going to skip that one too. Because we need to have creature to put helmet on, so... Kinda interesting if opponent is going to cast... No. If opponent would cast a pirate, it would be logically to cast it while attacking. Yep. So far so good, so far so good. Okay, let's just do exactly that. And reproduce multiple copies of this. Oh snap. One more. Okay. We could attack with one of them. And keep the other one for blocking. Six. 1, 2, 3. We're going to block. Fleet captain. Yeah, I guess we're losing. Oh yeah, of course we're losing. You gotta be kidding me. Not now, but we're pretty close. Oh no, actually right now. Damn it. Whatever. We won only 2 freaking matches with this deck. Oh, this is hard. This is the hardest thing ever. Oh, wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, this is the 8th match, actually. I guess we should switch. We already played more than we need with this deck. I could continue to play with it, but we're just going to lose and lose and lose and lose and lose, and it's freaking annoying. I need to switch things into something that we at least could win with. I don't know. And progress and throughout another hour, win at least 3 matches more. So I guess it's time to switch History Seekers to something better. Usually I'm choosing Victory Seekers. Like previous match we played with Victory Seekers, that was pretty fun. I guess we could do the same. We could just basically test out Victory Seekers to continue to test them out. We could choose the Glory or Speed Seekers. Yeah, let's just choose Victory Seekers then. And now play with them. At least with this deck I know what works, what not, in most cases. But this is a 5-color deck, so that means that... Oh, come on! This is the worst hand ever. I mean, talking about Mana Flood. Mana Flood! Kinda had to mulligan. Although it would be a perfect hand if we didn't get any lands. But we definitely will. Oh, this is the worst ever. I mean, we have 4, but we have 2 cards that we're not able to use. Oh, okay. We're not going to take any statistics with this deck, we're just going to play as we're going to play. This is one of the things to... Okay. Okay, we definitely have to keep this. Oh, come on. No, we have 1 Planeswalker, we don't need another one. So Teferi is going to be our win condition for this match, hopefully. That means that we are going to search for a blue. Because we kind of have red and white in one. In order to utilize Teferi, we need blue. Oh, come on, aggro deck. Okay. And I have no... I don't have enough removal. I guess I'm not going to waste Lightning Strike on freaking Firebend. I'm going to wait. By the way, I opened this land like yesterday with the booster. Pretty interesting land. Allows us to scry. Pretty. So, yeah. Continue to talk about things in regards to Magic. Ooh, good. Oh, snap. Because of the disconnect out the top now is enabled. This is bad. When you're playing with a 3-color or 5-color deck, it definitely could ruin you. Please don't destroy my artifact. If opponent has a Braid, goodbye our Manolith, so let's hope it's not going to happen. Okay. So now Lightning Strike definitely going to kill this. Without a shadow of a doubt. I'm definitely not going to use Excellence Binding on it. Oh, opponent has something? No. I believe opponent has like Magma Spray or whatever. It's not important, we don't have any creatures in this deck. Mostly. We have small amount of creatures in this deck. We're getting attacked by freaking Lightning Strike. Okay, it's highly likely that opponent is just going to do something with Teferi, but I kind of have to play it regardless, so... Opponent could put something with haste and pretty quickly kill it.
Let's slow this down.
But either way it will help us to draw a card, even if Teferi is going to die. It's going to play as a destruction first, it's going to give us at least one card.
Keep up the pace.
And on top a couple of lands, which is pretty cool. Ooh, perfect. Ooh, snap, we're going to untap 3 lands. Like, we're going to have 3 lands and we're going to play Manolith. Perfecto. Oh no, we're not going to be able to. Forgetting that, yeah. End step. Probably shouldn't tap Island. But this is good too. Okay, please don't put anything with haste. Oh, interesting. So apparently opponent doesn't have anything with haste. Okay. No. First we're going to go with +1. Maybe we'll draw a land. Maybe this land is going to be the exact land that we need. We need either swamp or forest.
Hold that thought.
Okay. Nor that. It's fine. Kind of interesting what opponent has there. Okay, we're going to... No. Yeah, we're going to keep open fire, of course, to counter whatever opponent is going to do. Watcha. Perfecto. So again, as long as Teferi in play, this is a win condition, and we won. Good. So again, this deck is all about choosing at least one Planeswalker and focusing the strategy around this Planeswalker and waiting for lands, for removal, and making sure that you will get to the Planeswalkers. Somewhat a regular Planeswalkers deck, but again, I'm not that familiar with the Planeswalker decks, not that many people are playing Planeswalker decks, and they're definitely not built that way. So, because of this, I guess... it makes this deck pretty fun to play with. Even in these conditions that I finding myself in terms of the weird thoughts about Magic. Current state of the Magic. Okay, so, kinda cool. The problem is, without third land, it's not utilizable. We have a couple of removals, we have massive removal. I have Manolith, which with third land could be utilized pretty quickly. Yeah, this is actually pretty kind of manageable hand. Not the best, but manageable. With this, and with Manolith, and with one more land, we'll be able to utilize Manolith, and then we're going to have 4 mana. I will be able to play anything, almost. Except big Planeswalkers. Skibidi pop boom. Okay, there's no reason. Etimus. I think I already played against that player. Seems similar. Familiar. Oh. No, we got another Manolith. which is not a good idea because ideally we need a third land to put Monolith in play. Ugh, let's hope it's going to happen sooner than later. Oh, it's not. It's bad. It's pretty freaking bad. And this is not a freaking artifact, which is the worst. Okay. That means that I'm going to wait. Waiting. Perfecto. Perfecto. Say goodbye to Pride Severian. Bugach. That was good. That was pretty quick. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. I don't know what, like, whatever. I'm not going to even think about how, like, what? Okay, we have to kill it. Don't have another choice. Too big of a threat. Again, as long as we will be able to remove something each turn, it's fine. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. I wish I kept it. Damn it. Ah. Okay, this is not freaking good. I wish I had more than enough mana. So the perfect condition for us, or combination at this point, is to utilize the first eruption with open fire, but for that we need to survive. Or we could destroy attacking creature, which will be this one. Yep, I guess we're not going to play anything. Let's hope that opponent will attack with a horse and we'll be able to kill it. Although I doubt that, because it will depend on what type of opponent we're playing against. Either this is a cautious opponent or hasty opponent. Okay, that was a mistake. Good. Say goodbye to your horse. Yeah, it's still pretty bad. So, eruption is not going to help us that much right now. Not able to utilize both of them. Killing, like, Regal Caracal would be a good idea. And it's better to do this now than later. But it's still not changes anything. Oh, wait a minute. What if we're going to... We will be able to play... Okay, 1, 2, 3. And we have 3 mana to kill Caracal. Good. But again, still not enough. So 3... 8 damage, unless opponent is going to place another Caracal or whatever. Oh, you gotta be kidding me! We could survive that, by the way. But we didn't, so... And continue. Again, we need to win 2 more matches, and either after winning 2 matches we're going to end the session, or we will continue through another hour. I don't know. Well, we'll see. Well, it all depends. It all will depend. Okay, this is a pretty good end. We have all we need. We have 3 lands to utilize almost all removal. Not almost, but actually all removal that we have, so which is pretty cool. I have 0 lands in this deck that enter the battlefield tapped. Almost every lands are enter the battlefield untapped. Okay, let's keep this one as a removal. Next turn we're going to play Unknown Shores. It will provide us with utilizing these two with white. Okay, hello there. Mini Searcher. I'm going to keep it for creatures. There's no point of hasting into... Okay, at least we have all lands that we need. And we have Teferi, so it's a good thing. If we're not being stopped in any way, we might have a chance to win. And we have all we need. We have... Okay. Dune. Combatte. Yeah, one copy is enough. It's kind of perfect. I mean, we're just waiting until opponent is going to start to place creatures in play. Waiting. Control deck against control deck, I guess. We have nothing to play, truly. Which is a problem, because at some point we have to play something. And this is the biggest problem. That means that whatever we're going to play, we're going to lose it by a counter spell, so... Unless it's going to be Eruption. Okay, this is actually a good thing. Let's just bluff. Like we going to be able to counter spell it. Nope, we're not.
Please run. A chase
Creatures. Creature. I wish I could use Lightning Strike on Ungrath, so not.
No fire, no steel.
Let's, by the way, do that. Oh snap, we have to discard a freaking card. This is bad. Eruption definitely not going to give us anything at this point, so just discard it. And let's deal 3 to our guy. Let's hope that it will get something that could deal more damage to him. That tickled. Please give us a second lightning strike, damn it. Ugh. Okay, at least we're going to trade Planeswalkers, which is a good thing. What the poop? I did something right? I did something wrong, definitely. Cancel. Okay. So, tapping this one for mana. Choosing white. This is the only thing that we don't have. And this.
This isn't a fight you can win.
Yeah, we're not going to do this with Ungrath, so... Or do we? Third from the top. It will definitely slow down the Ungrath, so we could do this. Instead of drawing a card. Because if we're going to draw a card and then tap 2 lands... No, we might draw Lightning Strike. And then tap 2 exact... proper lands. Oh! Okay, okay. We have to discard one of the cards right now. It's probably going to be Fire Cannon, because there's no point in Fire Cannon at this point. Don't believe that opponent is going to have that many creatures. Fire Cannon. Fiery Cannonade. Okay, opponent hesitates in playing things. Again, our best chance is to draw something like Lightning Strike or something that could deal damage to the opponent, to the Ungrath. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. We could play it, why not? If we force the opponent into a... doing something. Using counterspell, perhaps? I don't believe that this is something that needs to be countered, unless opponent will be able to play with the graveyard. Which opponent? Okay, it's fine. And we're going to keep those guys. By the way, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, we need 2 more lands to utilize fire, fight with fire and kill Angrath with dealing damage to the opponent. It's pretty bad. So Planeswalker on Planeswalker, basically. It's a pretty interesting situation that we're having right now. Planeswalker fighting against a Planeswalker. That's pretty cool. Skibbity per pound. Okay, thank you. Yeah, and this is a removal deck where there's nothing to remove. The same kind of goes with me.
No fire, no steel.
Okay, let's think what to discard. This is kind of pretty big damage dealer. We definitely want to keep Fight with Fire. Steal Away could be discarded, by the way. This is something that opponent could disrupt. Highly likely than Gideon's Approach. And also Gideon Approach deals 4 damage. Although this is steals permanently. I don't know, let's just... But again, it kind of needs creature tapped. Ah, whatever. Keeping Steal Away. Okay. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, you gotta be kidding me with this. Snap. Okay. I kinda don't want to lose anything else, so ideally what we have to do right now is to go with -3. No, we need to continue to go with Teferi higher and higher until we get up to a -8. This is the only chance. This is the only chance at this point. Yes, Angrath is going to become stronger, but he's pretty weak right now. 4. Okay, let's kill this. And next turn, if we're going to get a land, please don't counter that. Please don't counter that. Good. So yeah, opponent probably plays with a removal deck, which is perfect for us. So now Teferi is kind of safe and sound, which is a good thing, until opponent is going to get something that destroys Planeswalker. Okay. Oh, we need to untap 2 lands, but we only able to untap 1. It's a pretty weird match. Again, we're playing with an empty frigging... that's it. I can't choose second. Oh, so I have to untap 2, even if this second one is going to be the opponent's? Interesting. Never thought about that. Cool. Now we know. Untap 2 lands. So yeah, it doesn't specify what type of lands I have to untap. So it's better if I'm going to play something before playing Teferi. Kind of forces us to do that. Pretty interesting. Cool. Cool. Now we know. Again, these type of matches are actually fun. Like, I'm not necessarily winning, but game progresses somewhere. It's interesting. It's intellectual.
No fire,
and it's
no
pretty cool.
steel.
Okay, again, we have to discard Steal Away because Fight with Fire is our only chance to either kill Angrath or deal a lot of damage to the opponent. So whatever we're going to get next, we might decide not to play it. So this is definitely going to be a hard decision to make. And turn after, Teferi is going to snap. We're going to cast out and steal the freaking Angrath, unless opponent has a counter spell, which Hopefully it's not there.
We need to move quickly.
Okay, good. We'll be able to cast both of them. So first, we're going to use cast out. We have exactly 8 lands, which is a good thing. So 1, 2. One of them needs to be kept. 3, 4. No counter. Goodbye. And that's it. I guess if nothing is going to enter the battlefield, we might win. Because, okay, white and red. And if opponent is not going to destroy Teferi, I'm going to sacrifice him and go with -8. Oh, you gotta be pooping me. Okay, this is bad. We're playing Planeswalker deck against the Planeswalker deck.
Upon my omnipotence.
Pretty cool. So, with -4, 7 damage to target opponent creature, opponent controls, or a Planeswalker. So opponent probably goes and destroys, yep, Teferi. Not destroys it, but deals a lot of damage, which is a bad thing. So we need a land. We need a land as I don't know what to kill freaking Nicola and continue to grow with Teferi. This is our only chance at this point. Yes, we got it, freaking got it. And I doubt that opponent will be able to counter that. We have a couple of multiple chances. I don't know. We could exile, we could steal Nicola like completely, or we could deal a lot of damage to Nicola. This is that kind of a question. Let's just steal it. No, let's just deal damage. But first, let's just go with +1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, we have exactly 9. Oh, damn! Open fire. This is perfect. So, yeah. Let's hope that open fire is going to be enough. Yeah! That was cool. Yep. That means that fight with fire is probably going to be a direct damage. Continue to grow. Continue to freaking grow. Nothing to steal. Tap 2 lands. Okay. Okay. So yeah, these type of matches are freaking awesome. I mean, no matter what and who. Oh, damn it. Non-creature. Goodbye. Fight with fire. Or Excellence Biting. I don't know. I guess I would exile Fight with Fire. Oh, that was weird. That was weird. Probably shouldn't play this land though.
No time for a break.
Okay, we still got a land. Let's try. I don't believe that opponent has counter spells there, so let's just strictly deal 10 damage. It's kind of going to be a good thing. Yep, 10. If opponent has counter spells, so be it. Again, this is probably one of the reasons why opponent decides. No, opponent doesn't have counter spells, which is pretty cool. Okay, so we need at least 2, including. No, white and this. For the bluff sake. And so we could have seriously freaking another one. Oh, you gotta be kidding.
You're just fuel for the fires of freedom. No fire.
Good thing that we have a freaking land. Okay, we're still continuing to losing lives. It would be awesome thing to use Excellence Binding on Ungraph if I knew that opponent has multiple copies of it. Usually, you're not thinking that opponent could have, like...
Keep up the pace.
Keep up the pace. Aww. Aww. Kinda not cool. Yeah. Because -8 is definitely a bad thing. So, this is a pretty weird game. Instead of focusing on...
For that.
yeah, I'm not. Instead of focusing on... dealing damage to ourselves. To each creature, yeah. We're kind of focusing on a different thing. Wait a minute. Each opponent discards a card and loses 2 lives. So they're not mutually exclusive like me. I mean, I'm doing this and this, not this because I'm discarding cards. So even if we're going to play this instant, it doesn't matter, I guess. Attacking creatures, player control. The player may search their library for that many basic land cards, put those cards in the battlefield. Okay, tapped, and then shuffle the library, and doesn't matter. You just lose this card.
No fire, no steel.
Yeah, I utilize it without discarding a card. It actually works. So hopefully we'll get Lightning Strike. We didn't. Oh snap, we actually got Angrath, which is pretty interesting. So first, of course, first let's just play him. Let's hope that opponent doesn't have another counter, or any counters. So far, opponent didn't utilize any counters in play, so my knowledge that opponent doesn't have that, so.
Ever seen water burn?
So,
No
first.
fire, no steel.
So, the fact that we got Angrath actually could help us to win this. No, for now, let's just go with pulse.
Hurry!
And play it. And we could kill something that opponent controls, but that's kind of pointless. There's nothing there to kill, so continue. So now 2 planeswalkers against 1. Let's see who's going to win this. I guess I have more chance. My planeswalker deck a little bit more versatile in terms of what it can do.
No fire, no steel.
So each turn we're going to do that. Fine. I actually don't have that much of a chance. I mean, next turn I'm 100% have to go with -3 and destroy Angrath. Like without a doubt. Or whatever opponent is going to put in play. Why? Oh snap, to utilize it multiple times.
Here be monsters.
Yeah, to utilize it multiple times. I guess opponent made a mistake, chose the wrong planeswalker. Okay. Ooh, snap. Perfecto. Yeah, I know what you did. Opponent made a pretty huge mistake. What's happening? Why we can't top this land? Oh, because this is freaking... It doesn't matter. I'm going to steal it, and opponent is not going to... What the poop? Okay, I didn't thought that this will happen. Okay, it's fine. Yeah, let's just go with -3 and destroy Angrath. We don't have any choice.
You need to take a time out.
This is our only chance at this point.
No fire, no steel.
I probably made a mistake. I don't know. No, opponent would still like lose something like this. Okay, let's find a certain land. What do we need? Oh, we definitely need a green one. We don't have any greens. We don't have that much time though. Yeah, opponent have nothing to play, so a couple of turns.
You know what? I'm not done yet.
Okay, we got a couple of removals, which is completely fine.
No fire, no steel.
Superb. It's perfecto. Oh, goodbye counterspell. Kind of pointless to play this one, but oh well.
No fire,
No steel. Everything is not ended. We still have... Opponents still have a chance, I guess.
We need to move quickly.
Has a chance. Okay, we can play this. If opponent had like enchantment destroyers that could provide opponent with life, opponent already will do this. Would do this. Pitium, pitium. So yeah, good. So next turn we killing opponents with this. That's it. 3 damage target damage, destroy target artifact. We're going to lose 2 lives right now.
Please run.
But it's not changes
No
anything.
fire, no steel.
So we're probably going to do this, discard this. Going to keep a braid. Yep, we won that one. That was pretty cool. I guess I could basically end the session at this positive note because this match was actually pretty cool. But unfortunately, we still have to win one more match. So, and we're not going to like focus on getting through the quest today, but at least we need to win another match to kind of at least to get 5 matches today. So let's just do exactly that with Victory Seekers. Again, I love Victory Seekers. The whole point of building this deck was to build a strong enough deck that works in metagame. And it kind of consists almost all metagame cards. And at the same time to make sure, pretty cool, have a lot of removal. At least we'll be able to stop opponent. So yeah, the matches like this, like we had previously, is one of the reasons why I'm playing Magic. You're not going to get these matches on a constant basis, which is kind of a shame, but these are the type of matches that I'm playing for. These are the actual reasons behind. The intellectual matches where when you're like not just one dominant player and that's it, but when you kind of go in between and when things are super close and you're actually fighting with each other for the win, not when you getting destroyed or you destroying opponent super quickly. It's not like brings you any fun. Okay, ideally it's better if we're going to exile that one. Let's just not waste a braid on it. We could do that next turn. Okay, this is interesting. But at the same time, we kind of... No, we will, but next turn. Oh. Hello there, Opponento. Negative? No, we don't want negative in life. Oh, snap. Another one. Okay, I guess we have to kill it. No, I don't want to use Excellence Binding on anything else. Like, okay. The problem is right now that opponent has a lot of like cheap cards that are not important. So we might use everything that we have right now on this thing, and what's then? Oh, this is definitely needs to be Excellence Binding. Yep, definitely going to use Excellence Binding on that one. Oh, come on. So yeah, goodbye 3-2. Okay, for that of course we need to top additional land. It's going to be this one. White and oh, kind of cool, but I don't know. It could kind of scare opponents if I'm going to play it. And this is not a Scarab God deck. No. For those who hate Scarab God. Scarab God is the only creature provider that I have here. I have 0 creature providers in here. Oh, opponent probably thought that this card exiles. Yeah, Scarab God. Nope, not enough. 3 or more. 3 or less. Okay, it's time to bring back things. Dies, create 1/1 vampire. Again, dying. We could try this. Oh, that was the worst use of mana ever. Probably should keep mana to utilize Gideon's approach or whatever. Opponent might exile it, so I'm not going to attack. Stay in block for now. So opponent definitely has steal away, like 100%, so I'm not going to attack with Scarab God in and lose it. Okay. Oh yes, definitely want that. Okay. So we could go with this. Let's bring back this guy. And we could attack with this. Kinda wanna see what opponent will do with it. Probably just... oh, decides not to block. Interesting. So now we're going to see if opponent has cast out or not. Okay. I definitely should use Excellence Binding on this freaking Mist Cloak Herald, because opponent's just going to... okay, this is interesting. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 3 potential mama. Yeah, oh yeah, I want to keep that one. It's a pretty good thing. Okay, first let's go with this. Pay 2. Yeah, unfortunately don't have that many choices. I mean, what to bring back. Probably should play Karn though. But the good thing is we still will be able to kill one of the Mist Cloak Heralds. So let's just continue to attack with these guys. Opponent has to block with vampires, I guess, to kinda gain some life. Less creatures, good for us. And definitely going to use Gideon's Reproach to kill one of the heralds because they're freaking annoying. Scuba Dee Papoom. Yeah, this is probably our last match. Okay, keeping that one. Keeping that one too. This is better and this is better. So cast out will help us faster than anything else. Okay, our last cost. The next thing that we're going to bring back is going to be a Mist the Herald, because that way we'll be able to attack. Start to attack. Yes. Again, this is the only thing that could give us creatures. It's one of the negative parts, I guess. Ooh, snap. This is perfect. So we'll be able to use it. Forcing opponent into blocking. Cat definitely will block. I don't know if Sanctuary will. Opponent having troubles with mana, and this is the whole reason why things are... So now I'll wait. Hopefully opponent will put something on Mist, and then we're going to kill it. Good thing is that we're going to potentially win just thanks for the Scarab God. We're going to kind of try to bring him back next. Ah, okay. We need land. We need magma spray. We need Magma Spray more than land. Okay. Okay, first, this to play card. I can't. Oh. Oh, damn it, damn it, damn it. No, 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 no. Be freaking careful. First, draw card. Then, because that way we would lose everything. Hello, card.
I am card.
Goodbye, Herald. And hello. Yeah, basically we won regardless of anything. That was pretty clear. So this match was strictly won by a one card, which is kind of annoying sometimes when you play against these type of decks. Okay, let's see what we're going to get. Let's hope that something interesting. Okay, we're starting to get a lot of like commons that we already have. Okay, Turtle with Hexproof, Land Searcher. Got 4 copies, got 4. All 4. This is the 5th one, so cool. Yeah, I already have 2 copies, this is the 3rd one. I don't have this. Return target permanent card from your graveyard to your hand, cool. And let's see what's magic. Oh, exile all non-land permanents that aren't legendary. Okay, this is definitely something that could work for our legendary deck, the Legend Seekers, or no, the History Seekers deck. Definitely something that could be put there. I guess on that note we could just finish the session. Again, the last 2 matches were pretty fun and we won them. Since again, this is what I talked about Magic. So what's now? What now? I have nothing to do now. I could try Constructed, but with my decks, I'm not able to play Constructed because most of the matches I'm going to lose. Because decks are going to be super fast, and in most cases, or super controlled. That means that whatever I'm going to put in play, either going to be deleted, like removed instantly, or countered, and I'm going to end up with nothing. Or I'm just going to be destroyed super quickly. Because of this, Constructed is not working for me personally. I can't play with my decks. Try and draft could be a good idea. We got exactly what we need for that, which is pretty cool. Would be a good idea to play Dominaria draft, but I don't know. I'm still not familiar with the draft, with the meta game for Dominaria necessarily, because people didn't play that many Dominaria cards yet and decks. One of the most recent decks that I played with Dominaria were a double strike deck that basically similar to what I have in my History Seekers. Yeah, because of this, I doubt that I'm going to try Dominaria draft. Although I think, I will think, I don't know. We could try it. But definitely outside of the streams, because during the stream is going to be super stressful, 100%. So, and the only thing that I could do is just play rank Constructed for nothing. Like, every next match that I'm going to play for nothing. I'm not going to open any cards, I'm not going to like get any gold and whatever. There is slight motivation to play for the quest, but besides that, it's just pointless. It would be much more cooler if we, with each match, after 4th match, we'll get some type of gold. Even like 5 gold per match, it's still something than basically nothing. Or getting 1 common card, or getting 1 random card. So before that, the economy was kind of better for some reason. Right now, it's even worse than were before. Yeah, they added Quinn Constructed, and I get that the whole motivation behind removing gold after 4 wins was to motivate players to play Quick Constructed. But the thing is, players who want to play Quick Constructed will play like quick constructed regardless. And for free-to-play players that play for fun, it's just like kills the motivation overall, because I doubt that free-to-play players that play for fun will be able to stay in constructed and win most of the matches unless they're going to build pretty straightforward decks and just for the sake of winning. But where's the fun in that? Playing rank constructed doesn't give you anything. Like, the higher you get in rank, there's not going to give you anything. Because of it, I'm kind of stuck in a gold tier. Yeah, still kind of not losing it, but pretty close to losing it, I guess. And quick draft again, it would be much cooler if we had like the gold, the ability to earn gold after 4th win. And since I don't have it right now, I truly don't have a motivation to play. Although I would want to play, but it seems like I'm going to waste my time. Even if I'm going to get a pretty awesome match, and if I'm going to learn something or whatever, the fact that you're not going to get things for your win, gold-wise, and you're not going to get anything from it, besides like experience and whatever, which could be a bad one, usually you're going to choose not to play. And this is one of the things that's not going to motivate players in playing at all, especially when it comes down to free-to-play players. Again, I believe that economy definitely needs to be kind of changed a lot. And one thing that they have to change for free-to-players, and for me as a free-to-play player that doesn't want to spend money on the game, but just basically play as a free-to-play basis and slowly gather the collection. I'm fine with this, but as long as we able to get rewards for each match, even if those rewards are going to be super small, but limiting us to 4 matches per day, and then every match that we're going to play, we're going to get nothing. It seems not cool. It seems that they're not focusing it for free-to-play players, just for those who want to spend. Yeah. Again, if motivation was to force players, or not force, but motivate them to play quick constructed or quick draft, like removing gold after 4th win, it's pointless. People, if they want to play quick draft or quick constructed, they still will. And for me as a free-to-player, it's not motivates me to play. It seems like you're forcing me to play these things that I'm not good at, and I probably never will be, because I play decks for fun. I'm creating decks for fun. Although I still might have a chance to win, but my experience with quick constructed, awful. Truly awful. Even if I chose pretty good decks, I still didn't get lucky enough and won only 2 matches straight. This is pretty weird. And I have a lot of decks. So because of this, I truly don't have motivation to play like right now, like continue to play. And it doesn't matter 15 minutes till the end of the session. Still, again, we played pretty awesome matches with Victory Seekers. Like right now, the last 2 matches were pretty awesome. The first part of the session, where we played with our History Seekers, was pretty awful. We lost most of the matches. We won how many matches? 2 out of 8, because this deck is pretty bad. It's fun to play with, but it's so freaking limited that it's pretty bad. I mean, it focuses on first strike and double strike for the most part, and hexproof. There's a couple of key cards that we need to utilize in order to win, but usually we don't have enough time to utilize everything because we play against super fast decks, and this deck can't play against fast deck at all. It's kind of super slow. So yeah, I guess that's kind of it, I guess, for today. We could continue to play, but truly I kind of lost motivation to play for today, because again, I wish we had the ability to earn more gold besides like 4 wins. This is one of the worst things that they did. Removing the rewards after 4th win is the worst thing, and also having only 3 boosters per week. like 15 wins per week. I could go with 15 wins in one day if I want to play Magic that much. And what I'm going to do next, each match that I'm going to win is just going to be pointless. Why would I play? So increasing a weekly wins could be a good idea, like adding rewards after 15th win. Like each 5 win, they could decrease in value. They not necessarily have to increase. They could decrease to kind of maintain the balance, but at least I will feel motivated to play. That's kind of it. Okay, so that's kind of it for today, I guess. Let's just end the session on that weird note, on this judgmental note. But again, I'm playing more than 4 months, and I'm kind of tired of like the last 2 months after this economy was implemented or whatever. It basically was painful to play each day. And if they're not going to implement any changes, I'm going to lose each day motivation to play Magic more and more and more. Like usually I don't have troubles to play 2 hours per session, but even playing 2 hours per session becomes much harder and harder each day because of this thing. So my last thing that I'm going to say, they have to keep free-to-play players engaged in game. On a constant basis, like in perspective. So at the beginning, players will find something to be engaged in. So as I will always had found something that could keep me engaged. But the longer you play, the less engaged you will become. And in order to maintain this engagement, you have to add something that could keep players to go back in the game and spend more time in the game. Not necessarily force, but again, create the possibility for the players to play an extra match and get something for this extra match. Not just the empty thing. And not force us to play a quick constructed if we want to earn more. So this is stupid. Like, come on, like, it's basically game forces me to play rank like quick constructed instead of just playing for fun. It's not a good thing. And quick constructed is super competitive, and it's pretty hard to win there with your personal decks that you wanna play for fun. Yeah, I guess that's kind of it for today. Again, I don't want to bring more negative thoughts, but again, I try to keep this thing as a constructive criticism, not as something like blah blah blah, and I hate Magic and I'm quitting it. No, this is not it. Again, it needs improvement. Don't forget that this is a closed beta, and before it's going to be accessible as an open beta, there's a lot of things that they can change, and I already kind of wrote these things in a, how to probably call it, the email that they sending with feedback. So hopefully it will reach their developers, and they will take it as a consideration, because I basically created 5 kind of points that needs to be implemented in order to make economy for free-to-play players engaging, and the game engaging on its own. I guess that's kind of it. Let's just stop on that. I want to freaking eat, and after that I'm going to watch something and go to sleep. That's kind of it. The plan for the rest of the day. On that note, we will end the session. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. Have a nice day or night, and see you in the next session. Hopefully Tony is going to work. Yes, it's working. Bye.